ha, 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 ho, he, ha, 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 ha. And I thought my jokes were bad. So what is up, guys? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to this video, which is titled, which I don't even know yet, to be honest. Something like the man who will become the Joker, or at least in my mind and probably other people's mind, because this seems like a pretty solid bet and I kind of like what Gotham might be doing. But beware for spoilers in this video. Should be kind of evident from the title, I'm guessing. It says something like revealed or I don't know. But this is spoilery mixed with theory, but you know how good we theory crafters are in the Gotham fan community. We sometimes tend to get things right, so if I do and you get pissed off that you found out through this video, I do not want you to get pissed off at me. But for the rest of you who are staying, we're gonna have so much fun together. Are you f***ing kidding me? Welcome to this video, and if you're new to this channel, why not subscribe? Because we do, well, I do videos like this all the time. So if you're kind of more or less up to date, you will know that Jerome is back this season. Well, you should know that because he's been in the episode since episode 13, A Beautiful Darkness, I believe, if I remember correctly, that is. And what we know is that we will be getting, or, well, we'll be getting very close to the Joker this season, and probably will be getting the birth, or we are getting the birth of the Joker this season, according to the showrunners. And this is all happening around the Jerome storyline. It's obviously going to climatize to the point where it literally will be an explosive ending to Gotham Season 4. That is mainly with the No Man's Land kind of storyline for the finale, but also, I will talk about that in a separate video, but also with the whole Joker birth, which is really, really important, and I love how Gotham are doing it kind of early. I can't wait to see what they're doing, but what we do have is big clues. So if there's one thing I believe, and that some of you may know now already yourselves, or you may even disagree with, that I don't necessarily, and I don't actually think that Jerome will be the Joker. I think I have kind of been right all along, and whenever I've done these videos, and whether people have hated saying, oh, Jerome's obviously the Joker, look at his freaking smile, look at his everything. Yeah, I get you, like they kind of have made Jerome the freaking Joker, basically, but Jerome probably won't be the Joker, but his family member, or twin member, or clone, or whoever the hell the guy we're talking about in this video is, will be the Joker after one bad day. If you remember a few Gotham videos back, I reported, or I just re-reported off another report, that Marina Baccarin spoke to Bustle, I believe, and she said that Jerome will have another ally this season other than Penguin, and I guess the other villains team up, that looks remarkably like him, and even indicated as such that they would possibly even be a family member. Now that could be, as I've kind of mentioned in previous videos as well, she could be loosely saying family member, and that could mean clone. It actually could mean family member by being a twin, and that is what we're discussing in this video, because Drew Powell, good old Drew Powell, who plays Solomon Grundy, or Butch, way back in the past few seasons, obviously, took a picture of this board. Now, I believe this is a board that Danny Cannon's photos are on, because I recognize some of the photos from Danny Cannon's Instagram, but at the same time, they might not all be taken by him, and this could be like a cast, or just a fun board, or just like a board where they put what they're proud of, or just kind of shots of Gotham and what's to come, and what has already passed as well. Now, on this board, there are photos that have already happened. For example, in the corner there, or in the middle century cornery bit, you can see that Bruce scene in the Sirens where he's looking at the camera and he's just like, screw my life, I'm just gonna drink and ignore Alfred all day long. You can see other actor headshots, so to speak, but you can also see another shot, and it is of Cameron Monaghan, and this is quite literally a shot we have never seen before in the whole of Gotham, even when he was Jerome back in Season 1. So, people, what does this mean? It means one important thing, that this could be none other than the other family member, quote-unquote family member, that, or ally, should I say, that Jerome Valeska will have this season and will be teaming up with. Now, I'm sure some of you are freaking out about this, but also a quarter of you or more may have already seen this photo and added up your own theories yourself, and that is what this comment section down below is all about, and I'm sure we will talk about that. Also, you can join my Discord, because we talk about lots of things there. But first of all, I want to go back to what they said in Bustle when they had that talk with Marina Baccarin. They said that Baccarin according to Bakarin, this character is also psychotic, and together the two will be leading Gotham to a revolt. Now, the interesting thing is that, you know, they said that according to Bakarin that he is also psychotic. Now, in this photo, he doesn't necessarily look psychotic, does he? But the fascinating thing aside is that, like, this is like Jerome, but it's not Jerome, and he doesn't have scars or anything. So this is kind of leading into the whole theory of how I think Jerome will die, and, you know, it goes along with the whole quote-unquote inspiration storyline they have always intended, or, well, supposedly always intended, and it kind of goes in line with what Cameron Monaghan himself said. He actually disagreed with Davi Mizzou, saying, I wouldn't say inspiration, but more of a birth. So, I don't know, in my personal opinion, I think Jerome might die, or probably will die, and this guy will become the Joker, and hopefully, I've always said I don't see how they will do the chemical vat on Gotham, mainly because Jerome's already got the smile, he's already got the scars, he's already got all the mannerisms of the Joker, just minus the green hair, and the title of the Joker. Why wouldn't Jerome be the Joker? But let's stop right there. We've now got this other guy who looks just like Jerome, minus the scars, but season 1 Jerome basically, and I honestly think that they could actually do a dark, you know, well, the Joker kind of typical origin story from The Killing Joke, where Bruce might get involved, for example, and accidentally knock him into the chemical vat storyline, because that could give this guy literally everything that gave the original dude who wasn't the Joker but became the Joker, his green hair, his white skin, his red lips, his crazy and insane mind. Well, they can actually do that on Gotham now, and that is great news. Now, everybody, I'm not saying that is actually going to happen, because I can't promise that at all. I just think that would be really cool. I think if Jerome died, and then there's this, you know, one guy left, and then, you know, Bruce going out in his vigilante gear, they could literally do a very homage or tribute to the comics through still making Bruce go to Ace Chemicals and accidentally push this Jerome family, twin or family member in the chemical vat accidentally. You can just see it happening now, couldn't you? It's just like an earlier version of it. It stays in line with the comics, is what Cameron said, but also creating something new where it is kind of different, because it's not exactly the same. It's not like It's not like in The Killing Joke they had a Jerome Valeska already and now a clone or a twin of him. Do you know what I mean? So they can still do all of this. And not only that, guys, just let's take a look at the picture again. This guy does just look like your ordinary John Doe before he became the Joker. And if he were to fall in, we all know what this guy could be like, because we've seen freaking Cameron Monaghan act as basically the Joker the past few seasons, but just not being the Joker. But do you know what I mean? This could be that, innocent comedian guy who then falls into the chemical vat, and we know how beautiful that birth and creation will be once he comes out of that vat. However, I need to stop right there. Bakarin said to Bustle, this character is also quote-unquote psychotic. So this is where it makes things a bit hard for me to kind of really concretely say how I think things will happen, which is a good thing, because I don't necessarily want to know, because the problem in the bridge kind of, or the roadblock here in what I was just saying and how they could still do the Ace Chemicals storyline with this twin member is because, if he's already psychotic, why would they need to do that? They could. This kind of makes me think that maybe he might not have an Ace Chemical moment, and he could already be psychotic if he is a family member of Jerome's, and maybe it's hereditary or something like that. Who goddamn knows? And then Jerome might die, and then this guy, as inspired and as they intended, and he births into the Joker. Just kind of, from what I just said, based on, seeing what his cousin or, brother or clone has been doing all this time, you get what I mean. However, I kind of still hold out hope that he still will have a transformation. And yes, by the way, just in brackets, I am talking about strictly this other guy being the Joker and not Jerome Valeska, because that is just my belief. So I'm going on with these theories from here on out, not Jerome, but this guy. I'm still holding out hope that he will be transformed into the Joker in a birth, because think about Jack Nicholson's Joker. He wasn't exactly your Killing Joke Joker beforehand. He was a bit of, he was into crime and stuff, and then he, fell into the, Ace Chemicals, the chemical vat, and then still transformed, and, that birthed the Joker in that story. So, do you know what I'm trying to piece together here? Marina Bakarin saying, you know, together they're both going to lead a revolt in Gotham, and he's already psychotic. So in theory, they could still have a birth moment, because he could just be like Jack Nicholson's Joker, already a bit unhinged, kind of like Jerome. But that still can warrant a chemical vat, because this guy doesn't have the scars, he doesn't have the smile already. So throw him in the vat, why don't you? And this can happen all around episode 21. And this is very fitting. And why do I say episode 21, which is the penultimate episode, I believe? I could be wrong. I don't think there's 24 episodes, Boba. What's going wrong with your mind? And episode 21 is called One Bad Day. And that is very significant, because what does the Joker kind of always preach, or like has preached in the past before, is that it only takes one bad day to fall in the depths of madness. You know, one bad day for anyone, even Batman, anyone in the world, to be like him. And even though the Batman has proved him wrong, saying, you know, people don't always, you know, just because you might have one bad day that might do that, it doesn't make you become a monster, technically, like the Joker. And which is, you know, what I always loved. And, you know, the Joker just can't seem to comprehend that. He really does think that it could take one bad day. What is one bad day? Episode 21, people. So that might be the episode we get the Joker officially, whether that's Jerome Valeska or the twin, you know, whoever this guy is in the photo, you know, birthed as the Joker. And then, you know, No Man's Land being episode 22 will be kind of a loose adaptation on that comic book where Gotham City is absolutely royally screwed. So, God, man, Gotham have got that lineup for the finale. Episode 21, One Bad Day. You know, we're going to have practically Jerome almost every episode from episode 16 onwards to 21, I'm sure, which will be the One Bad Day Joker episode. I almost guarantee it. And episode 22 will be like the aftershock of that, but also another explosive moment, which is No Man's Land. And as I said, I'll do another video on that. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there with you. I don't want to babble on too long in this video, so let me know your thoughts on this dude right here popping up on the screen. Do you think that he will be the Joker rather than Jerome Valeska? This kind of just all ties it in with what I've said before, where we see Jerome on the edge of the roof like that, the car, the coffin, and then who will be left standing? Frickin' this guy. So even though Jerome is dead, the coffin's going into GCPD, this guy over here will be popping up around the place, and we'll have, you know, I don't know. But you get what I mean. I could literally talk forever about this stuff, but that is what you guys, the community, the Gothamites, are for. We can work together and kind of speculate and have a bit of fun. But either way, guys, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Apart from that, if you enjoyed this video, you know what I'm going to say. I would really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button, as it really does show your support for the channel. If you want to follow me on social media, you can do so by clicking on, well, you can't click on these links, it's the one in the description. Join my Discord server as well. Why not? That'll be around here somewhere, because, you know, you can literally talk to all the community members we've already got from this community down below. Discord is basically just a place where you can talk constantly, because I've got a server open for us, either through voice chat or text chat on all your favorite shows or comics or DCU or MCU, whatever have you. It's an awesome place. I'll leave that link for you to join in the description below. It just says Discord and then the link. I also have Patreon. I just want to say thanks to my current patrons. I really appreciate your support. And if you are interested or want to support the channel a little bit further, I'll leave that link in the description below too. But apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.